Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
22!
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Akeem Hicks in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. To throw on 2nd down to Stafford. Caught right side, Tate. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the second round.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
18.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. Fighting through, he's got space. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night. A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Trubisky with the give to Howard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Gotta go. Lock in.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So out now come the Lions. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
To throw is Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Red, up. Red, up.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Hurry. Move.
On first down, they run with Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Let's go. Red, up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. Oh, and now some space to operate. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, 34 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 26. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Theo Rennet. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Flush to his right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles. Howard with his sights on a 3rd straight 1,000-yard season to begin his career. Here's 1st and 10. On first, they go right back to Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Four down. Watch number 12. Hey, 18. Lock in.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Howard. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears will extend their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And Detroit getting set to go now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive. They need points. Big time. Now it's Stafford. Over the middle, complete. It's Saunders. And a nice gain of 21 yards. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit. Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. Being chased out left. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Back 53. Back 53.
On first down, it's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Stafford again. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Back 50, back 50. Hey, I need one. Jumbo.
On first down, Stafford here. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. After the interception, here's Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Howard has the first down and then some. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Parkey with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Here's Parkey now, set to... That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
22. Jumbo.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Flush to his right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Give me radar. Zero. Pick it up. Tag 53. Tag 53. Ready.
Throwing on third down, Stafford escaping the pressure right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
This is taken at the 15. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On the handoff, this is Howard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
180. Check 4. Lock in, lock in. Get him, get him.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And it's taken in at the 9. So we reach half. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Stafford on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. We talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Stafford. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. In for the score. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, That meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Hey, tag 50 left. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. 0. Hey, tag 50 left. Hey, go here. Double right.
To the air again, Stafford. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. A little juke.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now Howard, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Red, up. Check safety. Lock in. Hey, alert 3.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Bears on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Blue.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Brandon Graham able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Out of the gun, Stafford. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
32.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Osweiler. And Tate's got it. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the red zone now, here's Osweiler on first down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Bust through the tackle. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Onto the field now come the Bears. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Howard. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Ordinarily, in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back. They like to run that play there and try and run over people.
They run with Howard. And for one of the first times to the rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline.
Go.
And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They go play action. Trubisky steps away. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Trubisky. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they went for a big play through the air on second down, couldn't connect. Now it's third. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Third and 2, Stafford. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. 18 yards there and a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. And how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
40 gut. 40 gut. On the ball, on the ball. Zero.
Throwing again. Stafford. Steps away to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Hurry.
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, tag 50 left. 10.
To throw is Stafford. Flushed out right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Theo Riddick taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it. Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Trubisky will throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
On 1st down at Stafford. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Saunders. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Flush to his right. He's to the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down to the 7-yard line. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. On the sneak, it's Stafford. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now.
Brandon, it's easy to make.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Matthew Stafford, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Let's go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hang on, we got, you see it? You see it?
He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. His throw incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Kerry Hyder in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now. partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But
on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Renegade, 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 renegade.
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the choke code. I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See sign break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a break light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your They hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday. With the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh! Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it